Now then, you lot, fed up with your aching back after a weekend of digging, tired of battling weeds like they're the enemy army? Well, have I got news for you. There's a new-ish kid on the block, and it's called no-dig gardening. Don't worry, it's not as boring as it sounds. Some might call it lazy gardening, but I prefer to think of it as working smarter, not harder. It's all about minimal disturbance, letting nature do its thing while you put your feet up with a nice cuppa. Sounds good, eh? No-dig is like building a delicious lasagna, but instead of pasta, cheese and sauce, we're talking cardboard, compost and more compost. The idea is to build up layers of organic matter on top of your existing soil rather than digging it up like a madman. This creates a happy home for all those helpful worms and microbes who then get to work breaking down the organic matter and turning it into nutrient-rich goodness for your plants. It's a win-win, really. The beauty of no-dig is that it's less work for you and better for your soil in the long run. Less digging means less disruption to the soil structure, which means happier worms, healthier plants, and more veg for your Sunday roast. And let's not forget about the weeds. With no-dig, you're essentially smothering those pesky blighters with cardboard, giving your plants a fighting chance to thrive. It's like giving your garden a big comfy duvet. I remember when I first started no-dig. My neighbour, bless his soul, thought I'd gone completely bonkers covering my garden with cardboard boxes, but when he saw the size of my marrows come harvest time, well, let's just say he's a no-dig convert now. Let's dive deeper into the benefits of no-dig gardening. One of the most significant advantages is the improvement in soil health. By not disturbing the soil, you maintain its structure and allow beneficial organisms to thrive. This leads to better water retention, reduced erosion, and increased fertility. But that's not all. No-dig gardening can save you time and effort in the long run. With fewer weeds to deal with and less physical labor required, you can focus more on enjoying your garden and less on maintaining it. Imagine more time to sip your morning coffee while watching your garden flourish. And if you're wondering about the science behind it, it's all about the soil ecosystem. Healthy soil is teeming with life, from bacteria and fungi to earthworms and beetles. When you leave the soil undisturbed, these organisms work together to aerate the soil, break down organic matter, and cycle nutrients. It's like having a mini army of gardeners working for you. So if you're looking for a sustainable and efficient way to garden, no-dig is the way to go. It's not just about less work, it's about creating a thriving, resilient garden ecosystem. What's not to love about that? Now let's talk about some common misconceptions about no-dig gardening. Some people think that it requires a lot of compost, but that's not necessarily true. You can start small and gradually build up your compost layers over time. Another misconception is that no-dig gardens are only suitable for certain types of plants. In reality, you can grow a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, and flowers using this method. The key is to experiment and find what works best for your specific garden conditions. So don't be afraid to give it a try and see the amazing results for yourself. Hey Gap 2S, let's dive into real-world success stories from no-dig gardeners. Meet Sarah, a busy mum with a small backyard. She started with cardboard and compost. Soon she was harvesting fresh produce with minimal effort. Sarah says, no-dig gardening has been a game changer for our family. We enjoy fresh produce without hours of weeding. John, a seasoned gardener, switched to no-dig after struggling with compacted soil. His garden yielded an abundant crop within a season. John shares no-dig improved my soil health and saved my back. It's less work and more reward. Volunteers transformed a neglected lot into a thriving oasis. The garden now provides fresh produce for local families. These stories show no-dig gardening brings joy, health and abundance. Whether novice or experienced, no-dig can lead to a flourishing garden with less effort. Gap 2S. Right. Ready to get your hands dirty, or not as the case may be? Here's the gist of how to layer a no-dig garden. First, you'll want to cover the area with a nice thick layer of cardboard. Overlap the edges to keep those weeds from sneaking through. Give the cardboard a good soaking. This helps it break down faster and keeps things nice and moist. Now for the good stuff. Add a thick layer of compost on top of the cardboard. The more the merrier, I say. You can repeat layers of soaking and composting a couple of times if you've got the materials. Finally, top it all off with a layer of mulch like wood chips or straw. This helps retain moisture and keeps the soil temperature even. And there you have it. Your very own no-dig garden, ready to burst forth with delicious fruits, veggies and flowers. So what are you waiting for? Get out there and give it a go. You won't regret it.